Spelling it out. Growing up, I spent countless hours poring over a book of baby names trying to find a new name for myself. I never felt like the name I was given at birth was for me. My senior year in college was when I started going by the name Resi. I later found out that my nanai's, my maternal grandmother's name was Rizalina, which she shortened to Resing. This connection made me even more sure that I found the name for me. And the more I said my name out loud, and the more I heard other people call me Resi, the more I felt like I was laying down firm roots in the earth, roots that I could rely on as I grew. Where I wasn't Resi was at doctor's offices. And as someone with a chronic illness, I am in the doctor's office quite a lot. As time went on, as I became Resi, hearing my old name called out loudly in waiting rooms felt like harsh sounds, and I came to dread doctor's appointments. But in 2017, my partner and I became engaged. I did not want my incorrect name on the marriage license, so I decided to go to the Middlesex County Family and Probate Court to legally change it. I was nervous, I didn't know what to expect, and I wanted to get everything right. So I called, and the voice on the other end of the line walked me through it all. There was a form online to fill out. I had to bring my birth certificate. The fee was around $180, and all forms of payment were acceptable. So I planned to pay with my card, I filled out the form, and my fiancé and I journeyed to Cambridge to get it settled. The first thing the clerk asked me for was my payment. I handed her my card. She shook her head no, that would be impossible because the machine would take too long to process. They would only accept cash or money order. When I said that I called earlier to verify I could pay by card, she repeated her rejection. There was no ATM around. I had to go across the street where she told me I could purchase a money order at the post office. Frustrated, I left, then came back with the money order in hand. I handed the form to the clerk, an older white woman who was not having it with me that day. She took a look at it and gave me a blank one from a file cabinet. It was the same form, and it needed to be handwritten, apparently. So I filled it out, returned the handwritten form to her. She took one split-second glance at it and shook her head no. I can't read that. And she handed me a new blank form to fill out. I have two middle names, and the line for middle name on the form is very small. My patience was wearing thin, and this woman was wearing me down. I took the form, refilled it out, this time trying one middle name on top of the other. The print was a little larger this time. I handed her the second form, and once again she took the same split-second glance, not a moment more of consideration. She shook her head no. Again, "It needs to be one line," she said. "I have two middle names," I told her, as firm as I could. I was determined to not continue this back and forth any longer. My feet were glued to the floor. She sighed, took out yet another blank form, and had me spell out my entire name for her. 23 letters altogether. "This is how you spell my name. Resi. R as in radical ruby slippers. The rice terraces that feed the world. The rainstorm on the road less traveled, as in I am the third generation of fierce Filipinas with the first initial R. E, as in embers of gender euphoria. S, as in sagebrush to burn it all down, sunsets that are signals for becoming sunflower supernovas, sampaguita jasmine flower seedlings that grow into skyscrapers. I, as in I see the illumination in the dark. Corazon. C is for campfire that shines brighter than candlelight, calming chamomile tea. captivating like a cello's opening notes and a coyote's howl. O, as in open sesame, as in an olive branch making peace with my gender identity. R, as in roll out the red carpet, fashion me from red clay, time to dance a red salsa, and bring me a red velvet cake, because when I live my truth, I am royalty, and I say, let us all eat cake. A, as in the beginning of the alphabet, as in acorns that grow high into alpine giants. Z, as in zephyr, the soft, gentle west wind that a zooming train line is named after. O, as in finding Orion in the obsidian sky, as in whatever gender lives in old leather boots and contains the whole of outer space. N, for the night owl's call. For the nest I am building with the right person, for the nest I am building with my correct name. Ibañez. I is for Ibañez, my tatay who was a Filipino guitar hero, who also had nothing to do with Ibanez guitars. I, as in it, takes two to tango, like the classical guitar music he was known for. B, as in the blank canvas that is my bones, the bougainvillea blossoms in my blood, the bittersweet bramble that is existing as trans, the black skinny tie and blue jeans outfit that Kevin Bacon teaches people how to dance in, the banana skewers my mother sold on the streets of Manila, the balikbayan boxes of goods to send home to the Philippines. A, as in the adobo of my ancestors, the age of Aquarius that lets the sunshine into my dysphoric moments. N, as in the new leaf I am turning over, as in New York City, where my mother's life in the United States began. E, as in the earrings that feel just right, as in the episodes of Jeopardy my nana watched religiously. Z, as in zest for life, inherent in this name that belongs to me.